Oh, here we go. Here we go, everybody. We are on air. We are live and we are kicking, ready to kick some butt. That is. Okay. So, we have a great show for you guys tonight. And before I even get started, I just want to do some housekeeping. Um, to all our, oh God, our truth followers, please, please, please like and subscribe. Tell a friend, a family member, a coworker, a neighbor to please join us. Get them to follow, and also, um, right now, I need you to pick up your phone, call a family member, and get them to log on because we have such a great show tonight, guys. And really, the theme of the show, I wanted to take it back old school, back to the 80s, the 90s, uh, talking about Lover's Lane because it's Valentine's weekend about to come here this Saturday. So, the theme of tonight is love, longevity, conflict, covenant, and the joy of marriage. Okay? And before we even get the show started, I just want to say, everybody wants a wedding and everybody wants the chance to be married, but people don't want, they just don't want to, or they just don't understand what it takes to be married. At the end of the day, it's work that you got to put in. Okay. And it takes two, not just one, but two. And we're going to talk about that later. Okay. And tonight's about, well, actually, tonight is not about perfect love. Okay. It's about proven love. Okay. And so, just by me saying that, you got to think about the butterflies are going to fade away. Um, Feelings may shift throughout a relationship. And you got to understand that commitment is the only thing that's going to keep it alive. Okay. And so before we go any further, I'm going to bring my guest host, Satara Vaughn. Welcome to the show, Satara. Where you
Hello,
at?
hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing tonight?
I'm doing good. I hope everybody's having a great week. Um, Today is hump day. The middle of the week is Wednesday. And I hope everybody had a great day, having a great week. Everybody's getting ready for Valentine's this Saturday. I don't know what you guys have planned for Valentine's. Um, and I know some people don't even like celebrate Valentine's, but Valentine's is for all the lovers. And I know Cardi B won't be celebrating Valentine's.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
let me stop. Cardi B, love you to death, but we're going to talk about you here shortly. Okay. But, she got her children, so hopefully she can celebrate with them, because it's for the kids as well to show love to your family, your friends. It's just not about your significant other at the end of the day. My kids called me, my girls called me this week and was like, is dad getting us a Valentine's Day gift? I was like, he gets you guys one every year. Okay. And he's like, well, what did he send us last year? Like, I'm supposed to remember. Like, that's not my responsibility to remember what he sent you. And I believe one said, oh, yeah, we got flowers. And she's like, I didn't get, the other was, I didn't get any flowers. And she's like, oh, wait a minute. Yes, I did. I got flowers. I'm like, But yeah, so it's just not for you and your significant others. It's for the people that you love and you appreciate. So that's how I look at Valentine's Day. And what about you, Satara? What are you doing this Valentine's Day? I know we're going to dinner.
Probably, most likely, that's probably be the sum of it. I'm at this
Yeah,
point. I really don't know at this point, so I don't know. We're gonna make Valentine's be Valentine's. How about that?
yes. So normally Bart does not like getting a massage. And he was the one that was like, um, go ahead and book a massage. And I'm like, you don't even like massages. And I don't know who don't like massages. Like it's so relaxing. You know what I'm saying? But he just never got into the massage thing. But we're going to get a massage that morning, or I would say midday, and then
Hmm.
we're to eat. But yeah. And
Sounds fun.
well, I hope it's fun. Normally I don't go out on Valentine's Day. I usually do the day before or the
Or
day after,
yeah.
you know. So this is going to be interesting because I do not like waiting and I am very impatient when it comes to that. So we're going to see
Well,
how
you
it
got
goes.
enough time to prepare yourself for patience, my love. You have enough time to get your patience under wraps at this point. You
But
know
we have
what's
reservations. So
oh,
that's a
okay.
good thing. We have reservations. So
Okay.
that's a good thing. But other than that, I want you guys to put in the chat, like, are you celebrating Valentine's Day before or after Valentine's Day? Are you not celebrating Valentine's Day at all? Are you one of those people who just don't give a fuck and you just not celebrate, you don't care about love? Okay? I want you to put that in the chat too. Okay? Keep it real. Let's keep it 100. Okay? You are watching The Truth Ain't in Us. Bottom line.
Bottom line. That's it. That
Okay.
is right.
But other than that, like what are your kids doing? Are they your girls, what are they doing?
Well, I have talked to them this week. No one has really mentioned what they're doing, so I'm really not sure what they're doing. But I'm quite sure they always do something. I mean, I'm not sure what, but I'm quite sure they're gonna do something. I mean, at this point, it's on a Saturday, and everybody probably gonna do something with the kids or something that day, and then they'll probably go off and do something with their significant others. But pretty much, I'm quite sure they're gonna do something, just not knowing what it is.
I wonder, are people in love anymore? And that's why
Woo!
I had to take the title back to old school because I remember when we were growing up back in the day,
Mhm.
we would listen to the radio during the weeknights, and they had it was something lovers. I can't remember. It would be on the radio. We would actually call in.
Lover's
Uh,
Lane.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? And those days are gone. They just don't know what they're missing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I just took it back to the old school because that's what real love is about. It's
Right.
not always about what everybody's making it today, about the finances, about the bling bling, and how much money a man is making or how much money a woman is making, which those things are important because the cost of
Exactly.
living has definitely gone up. Okay. Let's just keep that part real. And but I think it's not always about finance when you're finding love. Okay, because you can build someone up. You know what I'm saying? You look at what Trina's doing with her man. He ain't had shit.
You said it.
Well, listen. I guess he brought the penis with him.
Ah, there you go. There
that
you go.
that's what he had. Hey, I'm just keeping
Hey,
it real.
it had to be something.
But she loves her man. And
Yeah.
Trina, I love that for you. I'm just cracking a little joke. So don't be getting mad over here. It's a joke. Where Sitar, what happened to you? They took Satara out, or maybe her internet went out for a minute, but that's okay. We're gonna keep it going. There she is. She is back.
Yes, girl.
Okay, okay. But yeah, so do you think love has like faded? Do people
What?
like really even love each other anymore? I know damn well they don't respect each other anymore, and we're gonna
I
talk
think
about
they
that
get.
too.
Yep. I mean, I guess it has its pros and its cons. I guess it all depends on where you are in your life, with your significant other. So I don't know. I mean, to me, it's not. It's different. It's totally different than it was back in the day.
Well,
Very much
I'm
so
I'm
different.
basing it off of the internet. This
Um,
is
that
everything. I'm basing this off what goes on that internet, baby, and how
well,
these people be
if that's
acting
the
up.
case, the answer would be no. It ain't love. It's about sex, money, and what one can do for that. So no, I don't think it's love. I think it's all about the hype of who doing what to who and who's giving what to what, and saying getting that 15 minutes of fame. So no, I honestly think no, love does not play a part. No.
Well, I'm hoping that that's not true.
Well, you just got through saying the internet, baby.
I know. I'm
You
going off
just
of what
got through you
I know what
legit.
I said, and I'm saying I'm hoping that that's not the truth. That's not what it really is. I'm hoping I know what I see and what I witness with my eyes, you
Yes.
know, but I'm praying that love always wins at the end of the day.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. What we see I'm quite sure some one or the other which is truly genuine in love with that individual they're with. It's just some things have happened where one may not give a damn. But then again, it goes back how you come in a relationship, what you thought, what gave, what property. So I'm quite sure one of them love whomever we speaking of. Somebody loves somebody.
And do you
Right.
think women love harder than men, or do
Of
men love
course,
harder than women?
I think no, it varies. You got some men love just as hard as women, but I think overall, I want to say maybe 95, 85% maybe majority women. I love a little bit harder than men.
Is
That's
it
just
love
my
or is it lust? Because
that's true.
I'm just saying. I,
That's a true question, girl.
I'm just saying.
You put
Is
you
it
put it
love or
out there.
lust?
You put it out there. You absolutely right. You're absolutely right. That's the
Because when you
question.
think about it, normally I think, and I'm just going to use the game right now,
Mm-hmm.
okay?
Mm-hmm.
Because he stated that he actually told this young lady what the deal was. But of course, she thought she could change his mind with the sex, the beauty, the body, the
Mm-hmm.
hair, the
Mm-hmm.
skin color, all of that. And I think she fell in love with the fact, or the just whatever it is about love, but he wasn't feeling that.
Well, that's the whole percent. Back in the day, back when they have it like that, what it was saying, he's not really into you. But he
Mm-hmm.
actually remember that little thing they had
Yep.
going on a couple. I mean, to me, at the end of the day, I feel just what I see on the media. I feel like a lot of that is a playing a part. It's like right now, I'm in it just to get the hype. I'm just in it to get the fame. I'm just in it to see what I can get out of it. And that's what the media shows us. You never see I have social media. I don't scroll, as they say. I might glimpse. If someone send me something, I may take a look at it. I'm getting a little bit better where I actually kind of like something stops me and put me in my track. Like, what's she talking about? I haven't seen but maybe two couples on the internet that I would actually take the time to listen to them concerning marriage. They have a couple on there telling the 5 things you don't do with your spouse in front of each other. But you
But do
don't
you
see that.
but
But
do
you
you
don't
think they're
see that.
keeping it real?
To
Because a
I,
lot of people, you know,
I say yeah, you right, Tony. I'll say I don't know if they keeping it real. It presented as if they are keeping it real with some of the stuff. And I can just say just the way they interact with each other, I feel that they are because she was like, no, he was like, yeah, yes, that's what we gonna do. You know, we gonna work. So I don't know. I mean, you got to think about people put on facades.
Absolutely.
So at the end of the day, you really don't know what you're dealing with on a for as social media is concerned or people in general.
Yeah, because we thought Candy and Todd was solid.
I
Well,
did.
well,
I
we
did.
did. I don't know if I really did once she said that they were bringing other people into their relationships.
Right.
So
That's
in their
true.
bed. So okay, I'm gonna pump my
Yeah.
brakes on that.
Right, yeah.
But but we're gonna keep the show going, and we're gonna move into hot topics. And right now, we're gonna talk about Cardi B,
Mhm.
okay, and Stephon Diggs.
Oh wow.
And I don't know, do we have a video or anything with Cardi B or Stephon? I don't know if we have a video or not. I'm gonna put that in the private chat. Yes, no. Okay. So no video, but we're gonna talk about it still.
Okay.
Okay. So we should put up a picture at least, but anyway, so people will know exactly who he is. But I
Right.
know he played for, I believe he played for the Patriots. They went to Super
Hmm.
Bowl.
Hmm.
But anyway, Cardi B got with this man, okay, after she and Offset split, but they're not divorced. First mistake, okay, entering another relationship and you haven't even taken care of this old situation right here, okay? And then you
Hmm.
move into a relationship and get pregnant for a man that have multiple women pregnant. And one even pregnant, one even having I think had a baby after she had a baby.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Wow.
And it's alleged, and let me back up a little bit there too. And then you move into the house with this man, okay?
Hmm.
And I believe she and Offset, her husband, they have what, three children? And now she have the fourth one with Stephon
What you
Diggs.
got to do? Hmm.
And here's the thing. Everybody has been warning Cardi to take it slow, slow down. We even talked about that situation on this show and that she was moving too fast. And I think a lot of people were like, oh, they're happy for her. Well, when a man or a person, I'm going to say, show you who they are, you better believe it.
Exactly.
Okay. Because not only was she at the Super Bowl, but it's alleged that he had multiple women at the Super Bowl that he obviously had to invite to give tickets to and put them in like front row or whatever seats they were sitting in.
Hmm.
And I think Cardi got wind of it and left the game early and broke up with him. They both have now unfollowed them, each other, one another. They've unfollowed one another. And here's my take, and I'm going to get your take. I hope and pray that she now pumps the brake, concentrate on her career, concentrate on her children and herself. First business order at hand is to get a damn divorce. Okay, you went from sugar to shit. Bottom line. Okay, yes, your husband was cheating on you. Okay, and that's not the end of the world. A lot of people get cheated on, baby. Okay, you just have to, and I know she gave him multiple chances, and he's no excuse for his age because I think Offset's in his early 30s, just like Cardi is, and no excuse for him being young and irresponsible because you brought children into this world and you went in front of God and made a commitment. So there's no excuse for that. But what I will say to Cardi is start whenever you're done healing yourself, you need to connect with someone who's equally yoked with you. And I'm not talking about financially, okay? I'm talking about mentally, I'm talking about spiritually, I'm talking about you guys actually having the same beliefs, having the same value, and stop looking for these men with just money because they can come a dime a dozen in today's world. Okay? Black people have
Absolutely.
actually come up. Okay? So stop putting yourself second all the damn time. Okay?
Absolutely.
So I'm
Absolutely.
gonna let you go. What is your take on this whole thing?
Well, my
Because
take on it, first of all, I agree with everything you said. First of all, Cardi B and whomever else need to hear this is first you need to learn to love yourself. Because before you
mm-hmm,
can love yourself, then you can love someone else. The second thing she need
absolutely.
to realize, the second thing she needs to realize, you don't have every woman don't have to have a man to validate them. Period. No one, I on my job, I hate to hear the young women younger than me say that. You don't need a man to validate you. And in the media world, yes, it looks glamorous to these young kids and the young ladies, or young, older, even older women. At the end of the day, you set boundaries and set standards for yourself. And if you don't allow yourself to meet your own standard, you get what you get. That's the shit that you get. Because
Mm-hmm.
you left out of one situation with the same damn baggage. Ain't shit changed. And at the end of the day, baby, you are too gorgeous, too beautiful. You got your own shit. You really don't need a man. Period. Not saying every woman wants a man. Everybody
Everybody
wants
wants
someone.
love.
Everybody wants a man, and everybody, but it don't. It's not always for you. But I'm gonna say this, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart because I mean this wholehearted. If you allow shit to keep happening and keep taking shit and keep taking it, then that's why they keep dishing it to you. Cause at the end of the day, you keep giving dog goddamn shit, he gonna realize that's just like flies. They land on it. You can swat them away, but they're gonna come back to that same shit. Ain't no way.
Yeah, and
If you love yourself, you'll learn how to do two things. I come first. That other bullshit is bullshit. Because if he has to be, and to me, men only cheat or have multiple women in their life, it's because they have this. It's a self-esteem issue for me. That's just my opinion of it. I just see they feel they trying to see what they can get, how they can get it, and if they still got it, if they're older. That's my thing of doing it. For a woman, it's just to say I got it or I did it
and if you
or
can't stroke
yeah,
your own ego, I'm sorry.
nobody can. I'm
That's what I'm
sorry, and
saying.
that's what
Like
I'm
you need to be
saying.
able to stroke your own damn ego at the end of the day.
Exactly. And that's
Okay?
you got to stand up for what you believe and don't let nobody discount your feelings. You love how you love, whether it's hard, mediocre, whatever the case may be. But you got to understand when you put someone else in you become in a relationship with someone else and you allow shit to keep festering, then you just to me, you can I'm a person of saying this. It's so many times I can say I'm gonna take the shit. I can say it 24/7. But till you get sick and tired of being sick and tired of
That
dealing
part.
with that bullshit, then
That
you'll do
part.
something about it. So at
That
the end of the
part.
day, baby, I feel like this. You're too gorgeous. You have beautiful children. You don't need a man. And sometimes you gotta do like what's the name do? You gotta have a man just cause in the limelight. The hell with that. You see what you're dealing with. Maybe you need to venture out otherwise. And like Tanya say, first of all, we have to be equally yoked. God don't put two people together, but you know what? He will put us together if that's something what you want to learn a lesson, to go through stuff that you go through. I believe that cold-heartedly.
Well, I don't
Period.
think God put them together because she's already
No,
married
I
and
didn't
she
say
hadn't
that
even
he put it, but
divorced. No, I didn't say you said it, but
yeah,
I am saying I don't believe that he put them together because she
of
is
course
still
not.
married. Okay. You haven't even gone through a divorce yet. And here you are laid up with another man having a baby. Now, if
But
you
see,
want to
that's
go
her
out there
try.
and
That's
have,
what
yeah, but if
right.
you want to go out there and have fun and have sex or whatever, go ahead and do that. But why bring a baby into the situation?
And that's just, and I'm gonna be fun. I just think
Another
it's
broken home.
nasty. Yeah, I just think it's nasty because
And
that
he
lets me
nasty
know
because
you ain't using no
he's not even
condom.
wrapping his shit up. He not wrapping his shit up.
That's what I was gonna say.
So
You
at
ain't
the end
wearing
of the
no
day,
condom.
he's a nasty ass heifer. I'm gonna call him a heifer.
I'm gonna say this: it take two, because at the end of the day, it's your body too. You gonna let somebody enter in your body,
Well,
and you
yep.
ain't got no. So it take
That
two,
you
and as
just
I
met.
said, but it again, it lets me know you really don't give a damn about you, because HIV don't have no strict. It look like me and you, baby. It don't decipher
And
whether you cute, ugly, bad, ugly. It's not. So at the end of the day, I just feel like, yeah, you have to say so over your body. So yeah, both of y'all nasty. Period.
nasty asses. And we're gonna keep it moving. And we're gonna go on to the next hot topic of this ignorant. I'm not even gonna. I'm gonna go ahead and just let us roll the tape on Gorilla's sister, Glorilla. I call her Gorilla. Lord have mercy, Glorilla.
Glorilla.
Let's go, guys. Hello, I'm waiting for this tape.
We waiting for the tape.
Now, what is going on?
Father, Father, Father.
Okay, so we're not going to pause. We're going to keep it going, and then I'm gonna have to have a conversation after the show. Okay, because I don't see the video, and it's
Baby,
very important. I think this video really was
says
important
a
to
lot.
show.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, absolutely, because this young lady. So first of all, Glorilla sister,
I
who
saw
is,
that.
yeah, who is actually is she? I think she's a dyke, right? Can we say that nowadays? Because you know,
No, no, no.
we
We're just gonna say she's gay. She's bi. She's gay.
no,
We
no,
can't say that.
no, no,
That's the term they use.
no,
It's
no,
the she.
no, no gay people. Nope, she is a dyke. That's what she is. She's a dyke. Okay.
A butch.
There you go. That's what Shamar said. Okay. Not my words. But
Oh God.
she got on social media
Yes.
and she wanted to out Glorilla, stating that Glorilla, is 10 of them, 10 siblings altogether. And Glorilla is the one that made it and haven't given she or her siblings a dime. And that she barely takes care of the mom and the dad. And we just did a show about this, basically, about siblings expecting their sibling that's quoted made it,
Mm-hmm.
whether they're making 100,000, 200, 3, 400,000, 5, 1 million, or whatever. They expect their siblings to take care of them. And she was like, she ain't doing a damn thing for us. And basically, yes, she owes us. She owes us because she's given her friends money. She's given this one money, and we're her blood. Okay. And
That
we ate
shit.
ketchup sandwiches together. Well, that's what she said, honey. I wanted the tape to be played, but I don't know why. I sent it to them. I don't know why it's not being played. But anyway, um, I don't know. And not only is she talking now,
Mm-hmm.
but before I get to who else is talking, so Tory Lanez jumps in,
Mm-hmm.
sends her $2,500 because she was on, um, oh my God, TMZ talking all
Mm-hmm.
this shit. And so he saying that all she wants is $2,500. So Tory Lanez cash apps her from jail, and I want to know how the hell he got a damn phone to cash app. So they need to be checking. They need to be checking his fucking cell,
Okay.
okay? Because how the hell they're gonna add some more time on his ass, okay? And he
Mm-hmm.
trying to get out of jail, but sir, you, it's already been told. So he cash apps her
Mm-hmm.
$2,500, And
Hmm.
now she's doing she's going on podcasts, doing interviews, and she's getting paid because she's on social media flossing her ass off. Okay.
Hmm.
But not only is she now talking, the brother is talking,
Oh
another
wow.
sister's talking.
Wow.
And here is my thing. And they're all calling Gorilla out for not giving them money.
That
She does,
entitlement. So they feel entitled. Yeah. Ugh.
she owes them nothing.
No, exactly. That entitlement. I don't why. Why
The
do she owe
same
you
way
something?
she got out there and got it, the same way
Right.
y'all asses need to get out there and get it as well.
Exactly. And at
Okay?
the end of the day, she your sibling. She ain't your mama or your daddy. She don't owe you shit. I'm with you on that thing. I mean, where is it written or where is it said that if I make it big, I gotta give my siblings something? That should be something that's a gift. That's something that they want to give. They give you what they want you to have. But at the end of the day, I'm like you. Why you went out there and hustled to make your own money, your own shit? I don't get that. But hey, that's what the generation I feel like today is. Everybody expects something from somebody, and they this entitlement shit. I don't get that. I don't
And if,
understand it, and it ain't for me to understand. But I think what she's saying, I would be like, you know what? I wish mine would call me and say, I gotta get him some. I should have gave him some. Okay, then you wait on, hold your damn breath. Because at
you
the
know,
end of the day, I give it to you because I choose to give it to you. I want to give it to you, not that I have to give it to you.
and it's not like they had a great relationship before Glorilla
It
became
doesn't
Glorilla.
matter. It doesn't matter though.
Well, for me it does matter because if we had a great relationship and I wanted to bless you, then I bless you. But if we're not even on speaking terms, why the fuck do I owe you anything?
But even if y'all was on a good relationship, and the good relationship is you being in my corner, you was here to support me. If I gave it to you just out of generosity, say, whether it
Well,
has
that's
nothing
what
to do
I'm
with my
saying.
sister, but at the end of the day, I mean, even if they don't have a relationship, I don't think the sibling should come and attack her for what she's not doing.
Oh, I agree with
If
that
anything,
part.
yeah, should be giving her encouragement. My sister made it.
But
You know
it's
what I'm
the
saying?
nerve of
Yeah.
you, and we don't even have a relationship.
Right. That's an entitlement shit, girl. That's some
Okay.
bullshit, yeah.
And that's these YNs.
I thank God for mine.
Okay. Well, hey, it is time to keep it moving, keep it moving. And we are about to bring a couple on that's been married for 34 years. Okay.
Beautiful thing.
It is a beautiful, beautiful thing.
Beautiful thing.
And we want to welcome Dr. Mark and Sheila Campbell to the show. Hello, hello. Hey, beautiful.
What's up, cuz?
Hey, how are you guys doing?
We're
Great.
wonderful in San Antonio.
Listening to some of you all's dialogue. Interesting.
Tanya was going off.
Hey,
That's
listen.
every night. That's every Wednesday night, baby. She goes out like that. That's her.
Oh,
That would
okay,
be her
okay.
staple.
Glorilla,
I,
you better look out. You better look out. I tell you that.
And Cardi B, you better listen.
hey, we have to represent the DUI. What is it? DTI. I
Yeah.
done said it
Yeah.
all wrong. DTI. James Island. Hey, so
Cheers to
guys,
you. Cheers to you.
thank you
Mhm.
on the show. And this week is all about love, black love, that is, and Lover's Lane. And you guys
Lover's
have been together.
Lane.
I know you've been married for 34 years, but how long have you actually been together?
So we've been together for 34. We've been
Okay,
married for 33.
I think you're
Yeah, for 33. Yeah.
okay. Now I can hear you.
You
Now
can hear?
I need you to
Okay.
repeat that because your mic went out. Go ahead and repeat. How long have y'all been together total?
Yeah. So we've been together for 34 years and married for 33. And
Oh,
so
okay.
yeah, we met in the military and been married. I mean, been together ever since.
This is our
Okay.
34th year.
Oh,
September 6th will be 34 years.
Congratulations.
congratulations. Congratulations. And I'm sure, first I want to say to you, Mark, And it seems so strange saying Mark, but
Uh-huh.
real
Exactly.
Dr. Mark
Yeah.
Campbell. So congratulations on getting your doctoral degree, your
Thank you
doctorate
so much.
degree. So how does it feel to be a doctor?
Well, it feels good, first of all, to leave a legacy to my kids
Mm-hmm.
and to my family. Our family have always stressed education, but no one ever went out and did the doctoral thing. So I wanted just to leave a legacy to my kids so they can see that it can be done for people who look and sound like us.
All right. Beautiful.
Absolutely.
Beautiful.
Absolutely. And so I want to ask you guys, um, after being together for 34 years, how do two people grow without growing apart? Like, how did you guys make it work?
You want to start?
Honey, you want to take it?
I'll start, and then you can confirm.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll start. And just from my perspective, I know Sheila has her own, but uh, the way I grew up, I didn't see long-term love.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't modeled for me. The people who stayed together through fights. They stayed together through turmoil. I never saw the love part. And so when I left Charleston, South Carolina as a kid, I was 17 years old. And I
Mm-hmm.
and I just didn't have that concrete love. So when I met Sheila and we had a girls, and all I wanted to show them is that it can be done. And it just
Absolutely.
makes it more important to me because we stated that our marriage would be a ministry. And what that meant to me was that I'm going to commit to this because I'm doing it before God.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I committed to this before God, truly before God, it had a whole different, toll to it. It wasn't just me and Sheila, this beautiful woman. It's me and her before God. And so that made all the difference to me. And Sheila can tell you from her perspective.
A
Beautiful. And
My
beautiful
Sheila?
thing.
amen. So similarly, um, being coming from kind of a semi-tumultuous background, the way love was shown, always wanting to be loved, but getting it in different odd ways and going through different types of relationships, as you all talked about it in your previous conversations, but
Mm-hmm.
always wanting a relationship. And when I met him, I knew that God had somehow put us together. It was crazy from the beginning, but I wanted to be loved. And
Mhm.
he just paid so much attention to me, even when we were friends, because we were really friends, because he had a girlfriend
Mhm.
and I had a boyfriend.
Yeah, sure.
So,
So I understand Cardi B. I'm okay. I understand.
so
but
we,
but hold
so, but,
on. But you had a girlfriend, a boyfriend, not a
mhm,
husband or a wife. Different,
right,
Okay.
different
right.
from Cardi B.
And
Okay,
so
okay.
it was different. We both wanted to be loved. And then you fast forward 34, about 35 years forward, fast forward, we can now go back and look and see what God was putting together. So we were looking for love, and then we learned love over this journey and learned to love each other more through our sacrifices.
And that's what I was going to ask you guys. So you didn't start out, and I understand that you loved each other when
Right.
you had the friendship, you grew, but when did you bring God into
Oh, that's
that
good.
marriage?
Yeah, it wasn't at first. Just to be honest, and I'm always going to be honest, is that at first I love the process of just being with a person.
Mhm.
She's
Hmm.
beautiful, she's strong,
Absolutely.
and she checked all the blocks that I said I wanted when I finally got married.
Hmm.
And I didn't really think about what love looked like. Love didn't really show itself until we had to make the sacrifices of saying, We're both in the military. You need a command. I'm going to put myself on assignment so we can go to Europe together. Or because we are getting ready to be separated for me going to war and her going to a school, I had to put myself on assignment and go to Fort Bragg. And so the sacrifices made me know that, man, I really truly love this person. And it wasn't until the sacrifices, because if I wasn't willing to give up my wants and desires, then truly I wasn't in love with her.
Amen. Wow, that's good.
And what about you?
Okay, and then so for me, I was in officer candidate school out in Fort Benning, Georgia, and I had been dating him. And to be honest, we'd only been dating a few months. And I said, okay, well, I've got my career started. You know, I'm an officer in the military now. I'm still in school. And I just said, now I need a husband.
Yeah, she did.
And I've been spending my time with this, guy. And I'm like, I wrote him a letter and I said, honey, you're going to marry me. You know, I was an officer candidate school. So when he came to my graduation, he got down on one knee.
Oh,
beautiful.
After at my officer candidate school graduation, and he asked me to marry him, and I said yes, and it's been great, and we've been growing, since that time. But it wasn't long, because a part that I did leave out, and we haven't left it out because we prayed before we came on. But a part of with us, we know Mark said our marriage is a ministry, and we never give ourselves credit for where we are. Like, this is my boyfriend, my man, my lover, and everything forever. But it's because we have given it to God. We gave our marriage to God in early 2000, like 2004 or 5. Just said it's a ministry. And I asked God to allow my husband to love me more than anything. And my husband did the same, because we had met some friends that were a little bit older than us, and we loved how they loved each other because they had asked God to do the same for them. And so God has done that for us. We've been through some bumps and some bruises, but it's been great. This my boy right here.
Love that. So, Tara, do you have anything you want to add before we move on?
Well, I have a question for you. When did you, out of your marriage, it's 34 years, when did you have like a time where you felt like I throw in the towels, I'm tired, I just can't go on? How did you move forward? How did you get that person to understand that you value what they say, but you want the same in return? Because two people can't be right at the same time. There's always gonna be one gonna think they right than the. So it's a conflict of interest when it comes to communication. The communication, and that's the number one thing that you have to have. But when you don't communicate, have you all went through that when you're 37 years, and how did you actually mend it together where you are where you can build that bridge where you can have a sturdy foundation to say, I can move past it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
I can first say, just for me, and I know Sheila has her situation as well. There was a time when I felt that the order of who Sheila loved more, I wasn't in that. It was her. It was our kids. It was her sisters and brothers. It was her family in Little Rock.
Oh, he got me emotional.
And then it was me. And so I had to come to her openly and just tell her, I said, babe, I don't feel like I'm in the priority.
Right.
Everybody else we have to take care of. Everybody we give money to. All funerals we have to pay for because of people's decisions.
Preaching to the choir.
People who made Roger that. And I know Tanya's story. Tanya has a strong story. So Tanya, you gonna understand this. There was a time I had to tell my wife that, baby, I'm gonna be the person who's here when them same people do you wrong.
Amen.
And so, but I wasn't in the priority of who she loved the most. But I had to let her know that. And then, after that, she's like, baby, I didn't know I was doing that. because I was doing what I knew to do, which was take care of my family, take care of our girls, take care of our grandkids. And then somewhere along the line, then I came in there. And so after I told her that, it started shifting, and I can say for sure that I'm high on the priority.
Oh, okay.
You are
That's
number one.
that's beautiful.
And I appreciate you being
It's
honest. And I
true.
want to hear from you, Sheila. How
Mm.
was you able to take accountability and hear what he was saying and make that change?
You know, like you said, it's here.
Mm-hmm.
I heard him and he looked hurt. And I didn't know I was doing it. I was just flowing.
Right,
This is
right,
what I do. How people say you're type A. I hate to use all that,
right.
but we're both type A people. So you flow. And Tanya, you know that. I can say that.
Yes.
And so I'm just going along. And he said, baby, it seems like what I say doesn't
Matter.
really matter,
Right.
that you're just gonna go and do whatever. You're just gonna just and I'm well, I gotta do this. I have to do this and da 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 da. And then the priority in which he said, yeah. And then when I said, man, but I love him. He looks hurt.
Yes.
Lord, help me to change that. Help me because I wanted to change. I didn't want to battle because when the Bible says, he who finds a wife,
Finds a good thing.
but she who finds a husband that my husband adores me.
I do.
And I adore him.
Absolutely.
And you don't want to hurt something
You
that you
adore.
adore. So I listened
Yeah.
and I made the change because I heard his heart.
Right.
That's
That's
awesome.
beautiful.
And
That's beautiful.
so many people deal with that when it comes to family members.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a lot of weight, I think, that's
Yes.
put on shoulders of family members, whether it's a sibling,
Yes.
um, whomever is the successor in the family. You
Yes.
know what I'm saying? And that weighs a lot. And sometimes, and oh God, it's so hard to say no. We don't like saying no. You know what I'm
No.
saying?
Mhm.
We don't
No.
like saying no, and then we don't even know how to say no because we don't want to hurt somebody's feelings. But I know for myself, I had to learn, like, if I don't have it, I lose it. I can't go
Right.
to them. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? And even when they got something,
They ain't gonna
they
share
wasn't
it.
gonna give it. They didn't share it. You see what I'm saying? So, hey, at the end of the day, you have to look after one another. And we
Amen.
truly appreciate you guys just being candid about all of this.
Mhm.
And when it comes to
Amen.
marriage and relationships, and
Mhm.
like, I want to know, like, and this is a little bit of fun here, like, in an argument, right? Who's the first person to apologize? Like, who?
Oh wow.
Huh?
Mhm. Oh wow, that's a good question.
Because you both have A personalities, right? That's what you said.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Well,
It really depends on the argument, honestly. There was a time when there used to be silence.
I'd be silent. I'm like,
This one, he's just not gonna say.
hey, I'm my grandma Evelina boy. I shut it down. I
He just say anything. So in the early years, it just depended on who bumped into each other and smiled. After silence, and it just like, or he pushed me or whatever, slap me on the butt, and that's all good. That's gone. But now we literally, when we have the deep ones, honestly, we pray, and God let the offending person.
You see, she pointed at me, right?
yeah.
God, he literally lets the offending person, even, and I apologize to you, baby, that's my bad. I did it. I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have done that. And so honestly, truly, and to everyone who's listening, God is so in charge of this. We give it to him. I'm so angry at him right now. I tell the Lord, and Lord, if I'm going to talk to him, you're going to have to do it. And honestly, and that's how we do it now, truly. Because sometimes I want to, Father, I can't. because I didn't do it. He did it. And then God let him come back and apologize. And then with me, it happened to, okay, like I said earlier, I'll apologize too. So it has changed. It's changed over the years.
Yeah, I'll have to say, Tanya, before I got married to Sheila, I wrote her mom a letter.
Oh, wow.
And I said, her dad died when they were young, right? Yeah, he was 47 when he died. And so I told her mom in a letter that this letter, I would have came to her dad to ask her for her hand in marriage. But I'm coming to you out of a respect. And you can best believe, because I'm a warrior, I'm a soldier, I'm going to protect the person if you give me her hand in marriage. You never have to worry about her heart, her mind, her soul, her spirit, or her body, because I'll never abuse any of that.
That's beautiful.
And her mom,
That's beautiful.
Yeah. And so her mom told me, baby, I'm gonna hold you to that. And before her mom passed, and she and I had a talk, she said, you never let me down. I still got that letter. And I was surprised that she still had that letter from the time I asked Sheila to marry me those many years ago. Yeah.
That means a lot.
Yeah, so
that means a lot. That really means a lot,
Mm-hmm.
And what advice? Well, first I want to know, I know you, Mark, you don't have a social media, right?
No.
But Sheila, I know you do. So
she's public relations. She
So when you think about how these young people move, and I can't even say young people, because some of the people are our ages too, and they do things.
Exactly.
When it comes to a relationship, and I know you guys built everything together, just like my husband and I did, as well. And Satar, I know you and Kenny married late. You both were married before, right? So when it comes to these relationships nowadays, you see a lot of people, they're looking for money. They're looking for status. They're looking for opportunity. What can you do for me? They disappeared, guys. And what can you do for me at the end of the day? What advice can you give to people out there, especially if they want to be married? Because I think chivalry has gone.
Yeah.
Men don't chase the women are chasing the men, and they're wondering why they're not getting a ring. They're moving in and they're pretending like they're married, okay, when they're not. And so what advice can you give to
I can give to
people out there?
Oh,
yeah, you want to
I'm going to start. So, guys, we have 8 grandchildren, and they range from 13 to 29. And one of our granddaughters came home for Christmas with her boyfriend. She's in college, out at North Carolina Central University. And what I don't make broad generalizations about, situations, relationships, and chivalry is dead and things of that nature, because there's goodness. There's goodness everywhere, and with everybody. We have my husband mentors. We have kids 21, 22 years old come over here and sit around these old people.
They're sitting ready to get married.
They're trying to find a woman, but they talk about some of the same things that you all have talked about.
Yes.
Yeah.
And honestly, I would not just go to the master. Sometimes people don't want to hear this, but if you want a relationship, if you want to love somebody and then build a future, I can't say anything other than how we have done it, how we learned to do it. We battled in the beginning.
Are we trying to do it in our own power?
Because we were trying to do it in our own power. And even when we talk to our grandchildren, our children, our youngest daughter, she's married. She's been married for 20 something years. She's
Wow.
45, 46, and her husband is about 48 years old, you know, and they have a relationship with the Lord. And so we've told them, guys, don't listen to your friends.
Mm-hmm.
If you want a relationship, talk to God, but then make sure it's a godly relationship that you want. And if you are a child of God, then He's going to show you how to do it all. He's going to show us how to do relationships. So knowing what I know, now 20, 21-year-old, 25-year-old, and early 30-year-old Sheila wouldn't tell you that.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But because I've gone on this journey, I know seek Him first. And he'll lay
Absolutely.
all that stuff out for you. So that's me. I can't, that's as good as I can get. I'm gonna talk to him now.
Yeah, and I can say, just from a man's perspective, I talk to these guys in the barbershop, right? And as Sheila said, I mentor. One of the things that I can honestly say, when I ask a young man and he comes to me, I said, hey, do you want a holy matrimony?
Oh, that's good, dog.
Or do you just want a hookup? Because if you want a holy matrimony, you got to do it the way the master designed it. Now, if you just want, a hoe in a marriage and you gonna still be who you
It's
gonna be,
true.
that's different. But if you want a holy matrimony that's blessed, I can talk to you about that. I can tell you when I did it wrong, and I'm gonna tell you, I made so many mistakes.
Yes, Lord.
Until I just turned it over and said, man, I can't do this, man. This either this girl gonna kill me or I'm gonna kill her. We can't do it this way. Until we say, let me find out how this was designed for me to do it the way God would have me to do it, so He can get the glory out of it. Yeah, because we knew there was going to be such a day as this. Mm-hmm.
But that's such a great thing. And I say that because marriage, Mark, where we came from, and even with you, Sheila, I'm sure, we had no one to teach us
No model.
how to
Mm-hmm.
how to really do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I know, like, even with, and I can't even say that because one of my aunts, she's been married for a long time, but I wasn't in that household to see that marriage. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So again, I guess I didn't have that role model either. And again, we all, you look at a marriage from the outside looking in and you think it's all roses, it's all perfect. But people have to realize there is no Cinderella.
No.
Amen.
Ooh, no. It's hard work.
Okay.
Yeah. Amen.
Yes. There is no Prince Charming. I'm not saying that you can't get something close to it, but you got to put in the work.
Yes.
You got to respect one another. And I think that's a lot of what's missing in relationships today, the respect. Not being able to talk to one another, and honesty.
Yeah, absolutely.
At the end of the day, honesty. Like,
And
I
being
don't care.
prideful.
Yeah, I don't. Well, you can't let your pride get in the way. You can't
No.
allow pride to get in the way and take over.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say honesty, I don't care if, for me in my marriage, I don't care if I don't like what you're going to tell me. I still want the truth.
Amen.
Exactly.
That's it.
At the end of the day,
Exactly.
let me decide how I want to handle it, deal with it, because a lie can destroy a lot.
Amen.
That's
That's
true.
it.
That's it right there.
That's it.
That's it.
You said that.
It has to be about honesty. I mean, everything. He and I always talking about, baby, I can't deal with no lies. I don't lie. I won't lie. I am honest. I expect honesty. It's about honor. And if you lie, you've destroyed the whole thing anyway. So we're not playing.
That part. And I'm going through my notes here because I want to play a little game. So, Tara, do you have anything while I look through
No,
my notes here?
I enjoy you guys, and you really look. I've only been this only been 10 years in, but you have encouraged me in a
Hey,
way, a very powerful way at this point. Yeah.
amen.
But
Thank
we're
you. That means a lot.
so we're gonna play a little game before we let you go.
Okay.
Okay. And it's called Truth Bomb. So let's get ready for this. Yes, let's get ready for this segment, guys. Truth Bomb.
Okay.
I'm gonna see if they're paying attention to this.
Love it.
All right.
Yay. So we got that. Okay. So I'm just going through my notes. First question, and this is all truth. We want you guys to be totally truthful. Okay.
Okay.
All right. And I'm gonna, I guess, okay. Let me see where I'm gonna start here because this is.
We didn't get prepped for this, audience. So
So,
whatever she says is coming off the top.
I'll take a drink of
So,
that.
all right. So I want to know, is intimacy something that must be intentional in a long marriage?
Oh, that's good, Tanya.
Yeah, yeah.
So who you want to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay, go first, babe.
I think when we first got together,
Okay, I'm about to say the same thing. Go
it
ahead.
was like you had to do it 5 times a day.
But that's with any relationship, right?
Right? And so
Y'all was
now,
acting like bunnies. Okay.
yeah, right. Yeah. And so, but honestly, and you know, now I love holding my wife. You know, it's like the comfort of just keeping her close to me. I want her on my chest. I want her naked on me, just close as I can. You know, I can't fall asleep unless she's in a certain portion of my body.
My favorite spot.
Spot. So I would say you have to have that. You know, you have to love each other enough to want to be intimate with each other,
Yes.
love each other, and want to enjoy the other person's body and everything about them. Because you know we're body, soul, and spirit. You know, according to the Bible, we're body, soul, and spirit. So we have to have all of that to be intimate.
Amen. Yep.
Okay.
Okay. My turn.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, okay. Okay. And I'm asking this because it's two parts to this question. Okay. Has money ever created real tension between you? And I guess you answered that when you talked about the family and
No, we can talk more. Go ahead.
Okay. So
Ask the question.
okay, so has money ever created a real tension between you? And there are a lot of people that are married today, right? Who sleep in separate beds, who don't do things together. You know, I know like my husband and I, we still go grocery shopping together. We still go and do date nights and stuff like that. So for you guys, Sheila, like, have you ever had money to create a problem in your relationship? That's number one.
Okay.
And number two, what advice would you give to people who are living like roommates?
Okay, so but can I go back to intimacy a little bit? Because I do want to, because you know we have an audience and an audience, and I really want them to see understand the growth of it.
Go ahead,
because
absolutely.
That intimate part of it, as my husband was explaining about that, you know, that touch over the years and being women, you know, our bodies changes and menopause and all the kind of chaos that goes on, you know, in relationship. That part where we both know that it doesn't have to be that physical sex, right?
Yes.
But when we have it, it's beautiful. But most of the time, I just want to lay right there in my spot. That's my favorite place in the world, is laying in his right arm with my leg across him, and I'm good. Hey, that's all I need. So
Yes.
it's and really thanking God, like, man, this is beautiful. This is just we even ask ourselves sometimes, why don't other people want this? Like, we're not even thinking about what's beyond these doors. It's just
Right.
we're
Exactly.
looking at something stupid or looking at something serious, and we're in those spots. As far as sleeping up, we'll do okay. We'll do money. As you grow. So when I talked about becoming an officer at 30 something years old, and me and him going together in the military, we begin to build, our finances, together with a goal of leaving a legacy, for our children. And a lot of times people get angry when we talk about money, but we need money to make it. And we need money to give to others and help people grow. So our conversations, it's been about, sometimes we haven't had enough to do what we want to do for others, because we ask God to let us live off of 10% and give away 90% of our
Oh,
income.
wow.
And we did that years ago. I mean, we did that early on when we started giving to the church and giving to others, because we know what our church does and other churches do, because there's so many people that need it. So we want money to give. And God has been blessed. We're blessed beyond measure when it comes to money.
Yeah. And I think the question she said, was there ever a time where we had a struggle with it?
Yeah.
And I would give the advice is, Sheila has her money set aside. There's a certain amount of money every month.
Yes.
Just hers.
Just mine.
We have money together in a joint account, and then I pay all the bills with the money that comes.
I give him some. I give him some of mine. So we divided. Okay, baby. I told him, baby, I'm only going to give you this much of mine. You the man. Yeah. You do all that other stuff. You handle all that. This chunk over here, I'm gonna do whatever I want. See, because he makes a lot more. And I give mine to help with my little portion of the bills. But the more money he makes, the more I want on my side. It's like, but I make sure he handles all of that.
And she wants to see the end of the year. What we accumulate
at the end of the year. Okay, now sleeping away from each other.
Oh, some people live like that. Some people live like that.
Telling people go back to their bed. Don't do that. Even if I'm mad, I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
Just in case you change your mind, I'm going to bed.
Yeah, I've been angry with him sometime, and having two stories is kind of cool, So I'll go up, I'll go upstairs. And I don't want to see him. I'm up there, and then he'll go up there and be quiet for a time. Well, we always come back together, so we'll never live apart because we like each other too much to live apart. Yeah. So,
and that brings me to one other thing. Because when you were in the military, you were an officer.
Yeah.
So you made more money, right? At the time.
That's right.
Right.
Okay. So how did that work out for you? And what advice can you give to other women who make more money than their man? Because some women may want to belittle that man, make him feel small, So what advice can you give to them?
Okay, so it really starts with that woman or that man wanting each other, right? So when you said I made more money, I did, but Mark was the more mature person that's able to look at the big picture in finances. So the money didn't really make it didn't make a big difference, to be honest. So you have to decide first, for me, and what works for us is you got to decide if you want that man, because if he just made a small portion of what you make, it really doesn't matter if you love him. If you love him, and I loved him. So when we got together, he was an E5, right, baby? An E5, and I was a lieutenant. So there's a significant difference in that, but we just never thought about it. To be honest, we didn't. We were younger then. I was 31 or 2 because he's younger than me. And he was like
Okay.
20 something, he was 20 something years old. My husband's 6 years younger than me.
Hmm.
And he was just ready to handle business. And I saw the business in him. And I already knew now look at him now. You
But
know,
that's what I'm saying. You saw the
yeah,
potential. You
yes,
saw the
yes,
potential. You know
yes.
what
And
I'm
and
saying?
and and the other thing he
And
always says, go ahead.
I believe a lot of people miss that when it comes to a
Yes,
man.
yeah,
They're not
yeah,
looking at the potential of what it could be.
yes,
They're looking
yes.
at
Now
right now.
he soared, and making money. And I just put my little I got a couple of chunks, and I just dropped my chunk in the bucket, and then I want to, baby, keep going,
Yeah.
keep,
You start cheering me on.
what do you want to do?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
here for you.
Yeah. And I think, anytime, one of the things, when a person makes more money, you
Hmm.
got to always live off the percentages, right? I made less, but I spent less because it was just me by myself for so long before I met Sheila and the girls. And so when we got together, I started telling her about my philosophy about living off the percentages.
Yes.
And so you got 100% of your money, 30% of that is for a house. Another 30% is for your bills. 10% is for giving away. 20% is for investing. Another 10%
Mm.
is for incidentals. So that's 100% of your pay. Some people are paying too much for one of those things I just talked about. And
Mm.
so when we got together, when we started talking about that philosophy, it wasn't about how much,
Yes.
it's about how you
Mm.
manage.
How you manage what you
Yeah.
have, how we manage
Yeah.
what we have.
And if you manage it right, you can have 5 houses. You can have
Yep.
rental property. Yeah, you can have land and stuff overseas. And but some people come into the relationship, I'm making more money, but yeah, you got more bills.
Mhm,
And so
Amen.
yeah, and that's the reality of it.
mhm.
Absolutely. And my last question,
Mhm.
and Sitar, if you have one last question, I'll let you go to something you just said.
Mhm.
And I wasn't sure if I wanted to talk about it, but you
Mhm.
brought it up. So you said you met Sheila and the
Mhm.
girls.
Mhm.
Oh, that's good.
And
I know where she's going.
and
Mhm.
and they don't look at you as a stepfather.
Mm-mm.
They
Mm-mm.
look at you as a father. So
Mhm.
I want you to, or Sheila, to explain like that
Dynamic.
that dynamic, that
Mhm.
combination, because I
Yeah.
think it's beautiful.
He can do it better.
Yeah, and so in my book, in
So you
when my
ain't
book
even
comes
told
out,
us
I
you
say,
got no book. Like
no,
you
don't do
can,
that. Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Mhm,
But one of the things about my girls is that when I met Sheila, and Sheila told you that we were friends first, right?
Hmm.
But when I met her, the girls asked me if they can call me dad,
Oh
Oh
and
wow.
wow.
and we were just friends.
mhm.
And these girls were 7 and 10, or no, 8 and 11 at the time, 8 and 11 at the time.
Yeah, yeah.
And so
Well,
those were my girls.
yeah. It's
And then Sheila and I started dating. And
Mm.
so I fell in love with the girls
Wow.
way before I even knew that there was going to be a me and Sheila. And so it was very important to me that those girls had one example of a man where they
Mm.
can say,
That's beautiful.
that's the example of who I want in my life. And it was their choice. It wasn't just because I was their blood father. It's because of how I wanted to take care of them. And so that's what convinced me that, man, these are my babies, man. And
Mhm.
I love them, and I will fight, and I will sacrifice
Mm.
for those two girls before anything else.
And that just even to add to that, my girls saw me go through so much trauma
Mhm.
coming up. Young person had, my first child at 15, then another one at 18 years old, and they wanted mom to be well. So whatever I saw in him, they saw it in him. And they wanted mom to be married. So they were rooting for us. They hated for me to get angry at him, even when we were friends, but they wanted me to be well. So, if you ever have the daughters on or anything, like that, they can talk about the dynamic and what it was. They loved him, and they
Absolutely.
wanted me to be well because they saw me struggle and suffer for so long.
Yeah, so my anniversary with my kids is 40 years, even though our marriage is only,
Hmm. Yeah.
yeah, so
Hmm.
yeah, I fell in love with them before I fell in love with Sheila.
Yeah. And the interesting thing
Oh.
about that too, Tanya, he was a young man handling business because he was 24, and I think he's like only 9 or 10 years older than our oldest daughter. Oldest daughter.
And she's the baby. She act like the baby.
And the oldest one acts like the baby. So he was handling business at a very, very young age. So yeah.
That's awesome, and I love that for the both of you. Satara, do you have anything else?
No, I mean I'm just enjoying the conversation. It's actually
So
giving me a little hope every now and then. But yeah, it's good. I
it's
mean,
gonna
I
happen.
do have one more. Then I want to
Uh-huh.
know, like, when it came to the kids, right?
Oh, this is probably good too.
Who was the one? And I'm going to say it's Mark at this point. Okay, I'm just going to say it's Mark, but you can correct me if I'm wrong. Who was the one that, or did the girls, I would say, play on one of you more than they played on the other?
Oh, I'm a
And
sucker. Hey, hey, Tony, let me tell you something. Sheila had to tell me, right? She had to tell me. She said, "Baby, I don't know if you noticed," and she said the grandkids already got it too. But boy, when they want you, they got you wrapped around their finger. So when they want something from me, I was daddy.
uh-huh.
But then when they were mad at me, I'm dad. Yeah, dad up there. Dad gonna say. So I would say they got over on me for a long time until Sheila peeped the game and told me to, hey, babe, watch yourself because this is what they doing.
This
They use
it's a woman
it's a
thing.
woman thing,
It's
and
a
this is what
woman
they're doing.
thing.
Yeah.
They're gonna use it on their dad, on their daddy, or their whatever, the granddaughters, whatever.
It worked for a long time
And
until
I had to, talk to him.
and
Women gonna do women things.
and
And
and how
so
did y'all handle the conflict? Like, did y'all have a united front when things
oh
went
hell
on in the house? And that's on my last question because it's getting late.
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
And
been a journey. It,
yeah,
it, it is really, it's really been a journey because even he had to tell me sometimes that I act like the girls are just mine, you know.
mm,
And so he would step out of the way. And even looking back, we talk about it all the time. He'll say, I wish I would have done this, but he allowed me to just be the mom for a minute because it was something he was new getting into,
got you.
already having mature girls already. But now he thinks, I wish I would have made her do this. I wish I would have made her do piano. I wish I would have made her do this thing or that thing. But he stood back and he allowed me to be mom for a time. And then he finally stepped in to say, baby,
Oh, hell.
you need some help right here. So
Okay.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, guys, it has been such a pleasure having you on. I'm sure you have inspired a lot of people.
Wow.
Um, and I truly, from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I can't wait to come and party with you guys.
You gonna be here in May?
Yeah.
Yes,
That's
yes,
good. That's
yes.
good.
So, and I hope I didn't blow a surprise. Shit.
Yeah.
Did I?
No.
Okay, I'm about to like kick myself. Oh my god!
No. No, 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 no.
I would have blamed it on the wine. Blame it on the alcohol. Okay. But listen, love you guys. We appreciate you. I definitely want to have you guys back on again,
Okay.
and definitely to talk about your book as well.
Yeah, we'll
Um,
do.
yes, and Satara, anything from you?
thank you guys. I really enjoyed it. Nice meeting you guys, and I wish you the very best.
Oh,
And
thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you for having us and look for the book, Son of the Prodigal Father.
Oh,
okay, and
Uh,
anything else you want to leave us with, or leave people with?
yeah, I'll say this.
Okay, yeah.
I say, may the Lord bless you. May the Lord keep you. May the Lord wrap his whole faith and love around you.
Amen.
May he bless you in your lying down, your laughter, your leisure, and even in your tears. We love you and we thank you just for the opportunity to share just a moment with you. You guys have a great day, okay?
All right, thank
thank
you
you.
guys.
Thank you.
Amen.
Bye.
Bye. And good night, everybody. We will be back. Listen, I think we're going on a 2 weeks break, and we will be back in March, the first Wednesday in March. I hope you all enjoyed the show. Please like and subscribe. Please tell a friend to watch. I hope that this um, Lover's Lane and Situation Street episode was everything that you guys hoped for and more. Okay, and thank you Satara as well.
Thank you. Thank you guys. We love you, nation. Yes, yes.
Truth Nation, we love you. And please like and subscribe, tell a friend.